Good morning, thriving warriors. Let's see about that. Today is Saturday, August 5th, 2023. Here we are in wonderful Pahrump or Pahrump-Tucky, however you want to call it. It is a beautiful day. Today the sun is out, there are no clouds, etc. And let's see what the weather is. It's currently 67 degrees. The high today of 65. And the high is going to be 104. 39 degree temperature swing. Wow. Okay. And yet here we are. Where our goal is to help you get from where you are to someplace better. Good morning, Wada Bevy. Good morning. Okay, a little bit of a late start today because we were watching a video. You kind of have to watch these things, watching this. And then there's the follow-on to that and one to that. And so the streams got crossed, whatever that means. Ghostbusters. But here we are, where our goal is to help you get from where you are to someplace better, from point A to point B, from Someday Isle to Successlandia. No big deal. That's it. Just to help you on your journey. So let's get started. First things first, coffee. I'm actually having tea today. Just kind of Irish breakfast tea, just to kind of change it up a little bit. Pen, paper. So Wada Bevy has chai. As Lucy would say, chai. Okay. Time is racing. Let's look at our outline, which is down below in the description down below. So when I go onto YouTube, make sure I watch the videos on YouTube. If it's not on YouTube, if I'm watching it through Signal or whatever, I click on the lower part of the right-hand corner of the screen. It says YouTube. I get into YouTube, and then down below the video in the description, sort of, or the title, I click on that, and the description opens up. I think that's pretty much how it works. Even on an iPhone, maybe I'm wrong, maybe Wada Bevy can straighten me out, but the description is down below. So there's an outline with a whole bunch of steps. A whole bunch of steps on here. And things to do. And it's broken down into a bunch of parts. So it has the kind of general stuff, that how to schedule a 10-minute call, weekly call with me, the simple advice of an 80-year-old. It's simple. You want to get from point A to point B? It's simple. Own a great stereo system. Advice from an 80-year-old. Own a great stereo system. Why? Enjoy music, enjoy life. Let's go to our attitude of gratitude. Right in your book, I'm so happy and grateful now that blank. And then ask yourself the question, and then watch what happens in your brain as your brain, which is designed, is evolved or designed, intelligent design. It has been designed to solve problems. It's not designed or evolved to be a recording device. Watch what happens in your brain when you ask yourself the question, what am I so happy and grateful for? What am I so happy and grateful about? Ask yourself the question and let your brain process on it. And then you'll start seeing a whole bunch of things, or a whole bunch of things will pop into existence like snowflakes in the clouds. And you will write some down. Okay, once you do that, I will write down 3 simple goals I want to accomplish today. Okay, good. Great. Now, what else do we have? What's our time factor? We're at 5:43, about 6 minutes in. Time factor. I did not listen to the motivational video today. It's about get up and get it done. I know it's going to be good. Jordan Peterson talking about the most important thing you can invest in is your reputation, your character. It's money in the bank or not. You know, if people believe in you, then when you tell them something is a fact or something is worth doing, they will believe you. And if they believe you, you'll do it. That's called power, getting other people to do what you want. Mark divine inspiration. Yes, once again, I don't have the updated one for last week. This is last week's, meaning the previous week's one, the last week in July. The path to self-mastery. We believe in Mark, so we believe him. Today's TED Talk, wrapping up this week of getting people in the boat. Simple process. Join tribe, nudge forward. Hey guys, I'm in the tribe of people that are like me. I nudge them forward. How do I nudge them forward? Well, I go to Seth Godin's 4-step formula. Find part of the status quo to change, tell a compelling story, connect with the true believers and ignore the non-true believers, and then lead them. So, a compelling story. If I want to get people to do what I want, I have to tell a compelling story. But before I can tell the story, I have to talk about why we need to do things differently than we're doing. Seth Godin, Simon Sinek, day 3, talking about how to tell a compelling story. And the compelling story is simply about why we need to change the status quo. Not what we're going to change, not how we're going to change it, why we need to change it. So today's Jerry Maguire is an example of not telling a good, compelling story. This was the who's coming with me. And he did not follow Seth Godin's advice. And you can break that down. Tomorrow we're going to have another Jerry Maguire thing on this. This is help me help you. Daily Stoic, Marcus Aurelius, focus on what's important to you. Don't make things more important than they actually are. Seth's blog is about the word gratuitous, how it used to mean something good, now it's something that's like unnecessary. And he's talking about plastic. Most of it's unnecessary. It's going to be around for a Brazilian years. Fable, Aesop's fable, the dog in his reflection. Today's moral would be slow down and think, be here now, be here now. Okay. And let's see how we doing for time. 9:10. Good. So we can talk about our fundamental journey in life. Life is a journey. You can think of it as a journey. We're already saved. If we're believers that Jesus was the Messiah, we're already saved. So what do we do between now and the time we die and go to heaven? Well, that's called our journey. Here we're referring to it as a journey. That's the journey of life. And like any journey, there's highs, there's lows, there's ups and downs, there's fear, uncertainty, doubt, frustration, ennui, exhilaration. It's part of the journey. Who knows? Maybe perhaps in some other belief systems, you're sent down to work on certain faults. And so when you get into life, those are the faults you have to deal with. My faults are different from yours. The things I need to work on are different than yours. It's just like if you're learning to play basketball, you have to learn the basics, and we keep practicing the things we're not good at. In golf, if you're not good at hitting a certain club, you need to learn to hit it, practice hitting it so you can master it. And who knows, maybe in some other version of reality, or maybe in this version of reality, that we're here. Our mission is to part of the plan we're supposed to do is work on things that do not come easy for us. But anyway, it's a journey, and in this we're on a journey on a boat, not on land. We're on a boat because the water is ever changing. Just when you think you got it right, some external event could happen and cause the water to change greatly. All of a sudden there's a storm up above and the storm hits us down below. Also, the whole engine went, not the engine, the whole, what we're on changes. The ground, so to speak, it's not ground, it's water, but that's changing. So we're dealing with the wind, we're dealing with the current, we're dealing with the waters changing. What do we do? Well, one thing we don't do is we don't panic. So we're on a journey across water. It's a long journey, so we need to be prepared because we can't come home. At the end of the day, we gotta keep moving forward on our journey to some place that we can't see that's better than where we are before we start the journey. Or it could be. Maybe we get diverted on our journey and we end up on a deserted island with very few resources. But the goal is to get there. So we have to build a boat that's big enough to take us to where we want to go. But the boat is so large that we can't captain it by ourselves. We need a crew. So that breaks down our 4 weeks. Well, that's 3 of the 4 weeks, the first 3. The first week is this journey. What is our introduction orientation? What is this journey that we're on? The next week is how do we build the boat? We focus on the sails, which is we need to be in shape physically. Then we have the rudder, which is the mental, always learning. The below deck, where we go for safety, to keep us warm, to keep us dry, to keep us cool, whatever. The place we go to rest, recuperate. That's the below deck. And then the most important part is the hull of the boat, which is the spiritual part. And if something happens to the hull of the boat, if it gets breached, we are going to go down. You are going down. And then we'll be clinging to a driftwood, hoping somebody's going to come along and rescue us. Let's build a solid hull to our boat. So when the unexpected things that we expect to happen, we are better prepared for them. That's the spiritual part, most important part. And then lastly, that is the last part, the 4 parts of the journey. So we have 4 dimensions: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and we have 4 weeks in our course, the introduction, orientation. What is this journey? Building the boat, crewing the boat, getting the crew, the right crew, and then the last thing is the journey itself. Don't crash the boat. Keep going. There's gonna be challenges and problems and things. Keep going. You have chai. No, I don't have chai. Okay, so let's see, what else? Everyone else is asleep other than Wada Bevi, but where she is, it could be 9:29 in the morning versus 6:29 in the morning on the good coast. Okay, with that, Wada Bevi, do you have any words of wisdom? Anything you want to talk about, Wada Bevi? Chai equals tea. Oh, huh. I thought chai was a type of tea. You don't see Jeannie's not here. Of course, everyone here is asleep. We've got a strange bunch of people now. Over a period of 2 weeks, the nature of the people here have changed greatly. Okay, Wada Bevi says yesterday was the only easy day. except for today. Today is going to be easy. Okay, I say get comfortable being uncomfortable. Practice clapping with one hand. Okay, what a baby. When do you want to talk about stuff? What I'd like you to focus on if you want to do it from out there is bamboo HR. Bamboo HR. Bamboo HR. You can go to YouTube or do a little thing. Bamboo HR. That's a thing that's going to be the engine to do what we're doing. Okay, with that, we're going to say and cut. And cut.